Just escaped from the intense battle, her mind still in turmoil after the dramatic moments, mixed with a bit of embarrassment, she hurriedly adjusted her clothes and stepped outside. Suddenly, Secretary Seo appeared before her, leaving her stunned. With a shocked and worried expression, she asked hesitantly. Seo. Seo Young-sok. How long have you been here? Oh. I just arrived, and I left my wallet behind. Oh. You better be aware and not get confused as to work overtime. There are a lot of controversies because of the recent bill on regulating working hours. Yes. After they finished speaking, both hurried home. As for Ho-Seung, he strolled peacefully on his way back. After ejaculating, the absurdity only lasted for a moment and the excitement was not enough by the fact that she surrendered herself to me. If you reach out with your hands, like you can get what you want. There's a whole new world that unfolds. Lost in a tangle of thoughts, Ho-Seung snapped out of it when he realized the stunning sight of his neighbor. His eyes widened, heart pounding, and her call seemed to wake him up from a dreamy state. Mr. Oh. Hello there Mrs. Suk-young. She was indeed a beautiful girl, she smiles and speaks. Hello there. Did you just get off work? I didn't see you when I left work. Oh, I just went somewhere for a visit. Oh, Mrs. Suk-young back then, when I've mentioned to you that something bad happened to me at work but now I worked out okay, and I thank you for that. Oh that's great. Well, what I'm saying is, Mrs. Sok-young has been a great deal of help to me. Me? How so? Oh, you know. He paused for a moment, then suddenly memories flooded his mind. Just become a bad guy. Much worse than what the people mistake you for. Anyways the advice helped me out a lot. It worked, that's a relief. Are you going to drink today? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to sleep in. Then I'll share a drink with you. No thanks. I'd like to drink alone today. Oh. Okay then. Was I being too assertive again? Receiving an unexpected answer, Ho-Seung stood frozen like a statue. His face clearly showed a mix of surprise and disappointment. After a moment of silence, he muttered to himself, as if trying to find an explanation for what just happened. Was I being too assertive again? Announcement of cancellation. Lee Ho-Seung. Everyone started gossiping after reading the announcement. What, reassignment cancelled? I've never seen anything like this before. I thought he was getting outed because of the recent hidden camera incident, but how could it be cancelled? Maybe it wasn't Mr. Ho-Seung. But I still think he's a pervert though. You don't even know that, so watch your tongue. Yes, sir. And the most surprising person is probably Miss Na-so-ri. What's going on? To the team leader, she now seemed like a scared little lamb, always trembling before the cunning wolf named Ho-Seung. His calculating and hungry eyes, along with his menacing gestures and looks, made not only her but also another person, someone hiding dark secrets, tremble with anxiety. By the way Mrs. Sok-young, what's going on with her? Good morning Mrs. Sok-young. Oh, hi there. Since yesterday, she has been unusually cold. Would you like to have lunch together? Why do I care so much? But that ain't gonna work. Where could you Sok-young have gone to? She left early because she had other work to do. What happened? I'm not sure myself. The darkness of the parking garage under the company seemed to conceal a silent but dramatic battle inside the car. It wasn't just a simple struggle or conflict, but a mess of mixed emotions, hiding unpredictable secrets. I'm so pissed off. I said I'm pissed off. That reassignment, just what the hell happened? Hey babe, can you focus on what's going on here? No, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I was certain I heard the conversation between the team manager and the general manager. HAA. Alright then so. In the midst of the fierce battle, an image suddenly appeared before her eyes, leaving her stunned and bewildered. The image was completely unexpected, and it sowed a mix of emotions in her heart. Hold on, huh? What again? Just hold on a second. Eyes wide open, hearts pounding, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. Real images appeared before them, leaving them bewildered. The intense battle suddenly became meaningless, giving way to curiosity and suspicion. They quickly ended the battle. A new plan was hatched, to track the team leader and the main character, uncovering the secrets behind what she saw. Will they be able to uncover the secret? I need you to go after them. Ah, fool. What is the meaning of this? Why do we have to follow them? You're always like this. Just shut up. Actually, a while ago. But lately, there seems to be something going on between Mr. Ho-Seung and the team manager. What are you that? That's probable because of the hidden camera case. The manager probably still highly suspects Mr. Ho-Seung as the prime suspect. No, it's not like that. Last night I was. Basically, that fat pig likes to discuss bullshit, so I just let her drone on, but now that I've seen this with my own eyes, I have to reconsider what she said. A pig? But that'd be strange if there's something going on between those two, I mean. Like sleeping with each other. Besides, why would a woman like the team manager do such a thing with a piece of sea like that Lee Ho-Seung? You're still good with the team manager, right? That's right, the manager is still considered active in the field. Oh, sorry. You must like the team manager that much, huh? And active in the field? If she's so good, I did say you could do it with her, didn't I? Ah no, it's not like that. While talking, they arrived in front of the hotel without realizing it. But, you know, if I were in Ho-Seung's situation, it would make sense. What are you saying? I saw him in the restroom. This Ho-Seung is really. He has a really huge cock. As he spoke, he couldn't help but recall the images he had seen. That's disgusting. Look there, I told you, there's gotta be something going on, right? Let's go inside and see. Go inside? This is for a purpose and I have to be certain. Because this time, I'm gonna make sure that parachute piece of sea is gone for good. And I feel sorry for the team manager, but it's a big mistake involving herself with that jerk. He stared at his girlfriend blankly for a moment, as if he had just realized something. Then, shaking his head, he put it out of his mind and they walked into the hotel lobby together. Where they go? There they are. Even though she was observing, she also didn't forget to gather evidence. What are you doing? Making sure to send that botard away. While walking, she suddenly glanced to the side, as if she had spotted someone following her, and immediately. Wait a minute. What, there they go. Mrs. Na-so-ri, team manager. What are you two doing here? We were looking for a place to eat. Dinner together? Oh, I mean. Lately, the atmosphere in your department seemed a bit discouraging. So, I thought it'd be a good idea to arrange dinner at a nice place, and to celebrate Mr. Ho-Seung's return? No. Of course, you weren't aware of anything beforehand because it was a surprise party, but I was going to do it after getting it approved by the team manager. I wasn't aware that Mr. Ji Wong was so interested in our department. Haha, of course I am the leader of the fraternity in my own team, but what about the team manager Ryu? I'm having a meeting with a business contact that manages foreign affairs. And Mr. Ho-Seung is attending me as my assistant. Their paintings. Just look at their faces. You can see how surprised they are. It seems like they didn't expect this to happen either. I'm sorry. I'll see you at work then, ma'am. A look filled with contempt of the main character. Oh, and you too. Since you do care about the atmosphere of the department so much, it seems like you care nothing for coming in and out of a place like this yourselves, don't you think? Also, I don't care if the both of you are seeing each other like this, just don't make it so obvious. It could have a negative impact on the department's atmosphere that Mr. Ji Wong is so concerned of. Yes. Without a word, both of them stepped into the hotel lobby in a tense atmosphere. It seemed like an unavoidable battle was about to erupt. Hee hee. Cuckoo. It seems you didn't ascend to the top with just these big bread of yours, manager. A meeting with a foreign department official, you're very quick on your toes. Well, I guess you had to make up a story. Because saying you were coming to a hotel to have sex with your subordinate wouldn't work out too well. But how did you know we were being followed? The memories resurface, and this is also why she can figure out that someone will be following her. Oh, open that also. Don't worry, it's just a pair of stockings, because I believe you had a tear on your old ones, hee hee. So put it on. Stepping out of the warm steam of the bathroom, the already alluring natural scenery became even more magical under the night sky. Its enchanting beauty seemed to hold people back, lost in a dreamy maze, unable to escape. Standing in the grandeur of nature, it's like stepping into a whole other world where all worries just fade away. The tall, sturdy mountains, the rugged streams, and the silent night sky paint a stunning picture. That magnificent beauty makes everyone marvel and praise. It looks good on you. Wait a minute. You shouldn't be ashamed of this, as I like to solve things with my sausage. But you have to show your dignity as a team manager. Don't, Hyuk. I must have bought the smaller one. Hack. It feels really tight. Stop it. Sure, I'll stop. Well, I'll stop revealing the team manager's secret. You like that, don't you? So, let us enjoy ourselves. The brave guardian ventures into the strange stream with determination. Not stopping there, his ambition drives him deeper into the damp cave, the hiding place of a vicious snake. I have kissing. Well, don't you want to get this over with? Sorry. But I won't be able to finish without some kissing. The fierce serpent finally succumbed to the guardian's bravery. Undeterred by the arduous challenges, he approached the captivating natural landscape like a victorious god, a radiant smile gracing his lips. No. In the face of the guardian's powerful subjugation, what now stands before him are no longer the scenes before his eyes, but the memories of old. From my ex-husband to the general manager. I felt nothing. But why is this insignificant BTASD? The spaceship has officially entered the vast universe. As it passed through the atmosphere, creating ripples of emotion that only two people could feel, everything around it suddenly became eerily silent. What's this? It went so smoothly. I felt it earlier, must have been the team manager being awfully wet. Don't you think it's unfair? That we're the only ones doing this? Also, you're not the only one that really pissed me off. Besides, don't you think it's worse being called a pervert behind my back? Do you want me to tell all the gossip-loving people, the broadcast that drove you to be the murderer? Now, when the team manager is with me, you're gonna treat me like an equal. And I'm sure it'll be okay if we leave it at that. No. A surge of hot air rises within Ho-Seung, making him roar like a wild lion. Lying on the bed, he thrashes around, raging like a caged beast. Such a fueng by ch. All that's left are the cries, not of pain, but of pleasure. Ha! No, don't abandon me. Of course, if the team manager will support me, okay. It looks like you're rewarding me. Based on that expression on your face. I want to violate you more. His breath quickened, fatigue became more evident, signaling that the battle was reaching its conclusion. Let's put the battle aside and focus on this teacher-student pair. It's faster to solve it if you log it here. Say, tell me a story about your first love. What a foolish thing to say. Ah, tell me please. Let's take a break, I'm going to bathroom. After the girl's strange words and actions, the teacher felt puzzled. Put aside all thoughts, he headed downstairs. His eyes suddenly caught sight of the three-winged purple star resting on the bed. A strange feeling urged him to pick it up. Right at that moment, the owner of the three-winged star unexpectedly returned home. The guy's awkwardness and confusion escalated when he realized the owner of the three-winged star had returned unexpectedly. Without thinking, he hurriedly closed the door. Luckily, right then, her daughter opened it, saving him from an embarrassing defeat. "Mother, you're back?" "Ah, yeah. I was in the middle of my tutoring." "Hyo-mi-na, go back in and continue with your studies. I'm gonna go wash up and head to bed. I'm a little tired today." "Yeah, got it." Right after she finished talking, she walked back to her room, each step feeling like a bolt of lightning, leaving him trembling all over. I believe I left it open this morning." He hurriedly stuffed the star into his pants, hiding it before things got out of hand. She said with a hint of surprise, "Teacher?" He responded awkwardly. Ma'am." "Oh. I'm sorry. I was looking for the bathroom but..." She replies, the bathroom is to the left of Hyo-mi-na's room." "Oh, okay." Everything seemed smooth sailing, but her sharp gaze was like a lightning bolt tearing through the darkness, harboring emerging suspicions. As he stepped into the living room, the sudden call from Hyo-mi-na made him jump in surprise. "Huh? Hey teacher, why are walking out from over there?" He responded awkwardly. I went the wrong way. Anyways, let's finish up your lessons." Aside from her good looks and talent, Hyo-mi-na also hides a surprising past. Few would guess that she used to be a naughty and mischievous student back in her school days. "Lend me a smoke, too. You need to go buy some, bitch, haha." "Haha. You're finally here, where you've been? We're going to the karaoke later, are you all in too, Hyo-min?" "I'm not going." "Why is our princess feeling so down?" "What's with the princess?" Anyways, that botard couldn't take a chance despite given the opportunity. "Who? Your private tutor?" He didn't even budge when I grabbed a hold of his arm, that dense piece of sea. Is it true that Ju Hyo-min was trying to do it that way? He can just foo off. Honestly, that guy is an idiot if he can't appreciate your body figure. That's a bit of compliment you gave Ju Hyo-min, you sly devil, hee. Yeah, I'm a big Hyo-min's fan. By the way, isn't it because of your mother? Has he seen your mother? She's pretty fuang hot, haha. Hey. Honestly, no high schoolers would be interested in you if that kind of woman is coming and going right in front of you. Oh, come on. Having said that, she started thinking about the past and then she suddenly understands something. Return to the company and there are long legs and beautiful pink shadows. Oh, my head. Oh. Wow, that's really pretty. Did you already do the coupling, boss? Oh my, but wasn't it pretty expensive though? A little. She thought to herself. Bullshit, why brag about something so cheap? With the cost of emptying my future dating account, I went ahead and bought it. I've noticed there was plenty of money piled up and also, I hadn't had time to meet with him lately. From the future dating bank account? Is she crazy? You're such a dumb bitch. How incompetent is this man to give away money to her while she just spending it casually, but I guess if he likes the woman, she's the one who will get to spend his money. Oh my, I should establish a future dating account too. My boyfriend's a public servant, and he doesn't have any money, so I'm probably the only one who's gonna make a deposit. And later I'll decide to get married if everything goes through. I can't help thinking about it now. Heh. I've already outmaneuvered this fat pig. There's no solution but... Out of the blue, a familiar image struck her. It seems like a battle is about to happen at the upcoming office, sparking a sudden idea in her mind. She suddenly thought of something and blurted out, "Hold on, I'm getting off right here." Curiosity makes her follow the couple. Maybe she will discover something. In the warehouse. How does it feel? Do you still remember the days when you used to work by making use of your own body? General Manager. Suck it up and spread it wide, you can't handle this one? I'm really sorry. The department head's hands danced over the drum set, creating a mesmerizing symphony of sound. Each beat rang out like a whisper, painting sensual scenes in the listener's mind. I'm sure you've had your own reasons, given the cancellation of the reassignment, even though you knew this was going to happen. I don't think the personnel I mentioned before did it. Right, yet you've come this far by taking down others with whatever means necessary, but now, it seems you've developed some sort of empathy all of a sudden. Unless your weakness that you couldn't talk about was exposed, or perhaps, this personnel has somehow caught you red-handed. Hug. Is it one of the two I've mentioned? Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, the spaceship spreads its wings and flies into the vast universe. Her radiant expression is like a warm ray of sunshine, giving us men strength. And looming outside is none other than Miss Na-So-Ri. The team manager's weakness has been captured by Ho-Seung. The battle in the warehouse is intense. The team manager is struggling to fend off the man's fierce attacks. His expression shows how much he's struggling. It's been so long since I've done this with you. Yet I'm still quite hard. So take it off. Feeling embarrassed, are you? Why is that? Do you remember the good old days? I remember it being so pleasant. Past scenes appear provocatively. As you'd stripped your clothes off and twirled before the crowd, you would always get wet down there every single time. You're the kind of girl who would get turned on by showing off your shuffle private area. Am I right? I think it's ready right now, but it'd be a shame to just do it as it is. Since it's been so long, let's have a taste. As soon as he finished speaking, he faced down into the romantic river that many people dream of. His snake slithered gracefully through the creek, transforming the barren stream into a lush green ribbon, further fueling his greed. Yes, that's it. The taste is like something rich that cannot be compared to some youngster. The surprised look on her face when she discovered the truth. The battle keeps raging in the tense atmosphere, each thrust and parry pounding like war drums, stirring up an ecstatic feeling in the viewers, blending with the excitement of the battle. It's gotten so wet. The soft moans, combined with the rhythm and that expression, make people lose themselves in ecstasy, unable to break away. The sensual woman with perfect curves is struggling in this fierce battle. General Manager. She exclaimed in thought with eyes full of surprise. Team Manager. She's so obscene. I think I understand why that creep, Ji-won, meant by saying she was active in her field. No ways, now's not the time to be praising him. It seemed like her secret plan was about to be carried out. The phone, a powerful tool for her dark purpose, was pulled out of her pocket with caution. But life is not like a dream. Right at the most important moment, clumsiness strikes again. The phone slipped out of her hand, falling into the most sensitive position, promising to bring countless troubles later. Returning to the warehouse, she tried to reach out with a faint hope of salvaging the situation. However, it was out of reach, forcing her to swallow bitter tears and say goodbye to the important item. What? Are you afraid someone will walk in on us? General Manager, As soon as he finished talking, he suddenly sped up, causing a surge of emotions to overwhelm her. Her cries and expressions were like an emotional symphony, painting a vivid picture of the inner turmoil of a person. It's been so long since I've had this rejuvenating sensation. This expression shows us that the fight has come to an end. It's amazing that we've come all this way. But it's more remarkable that you've come this far, climbing your way all the way to the top. However, it'll be damaging if you happen to slip and fall. So do your best. I'll catch you if you happen to miss a step. But there will be no second chances. Yes. They left after finishing their mission, leaving only the owner of the phone in the room. But it seemed like it was too late, as it was already in the hands of the team manager. Where is it? I'm positive it was there. In front of the KS Telecom store, she held the new phone in her hand, her heart filled with joy. It seems that the hope of getting the old phone back has been extinguished. Thank you babe, it was time to change my phone anyways. He replies annoyed. Huh, it's been less than a year since the last time we've came here, thus you need to have cell phone insurance. I guess you don't mind if I stop contacting you then? No, it's no like that. It's just my credit card's monthly payment has. So are you even going to tell me that you'd like to open a future dating bank account later? His bored expression is evident. I'm really good for it though, huh? You're good for it, but... After she finishes speaking, her gaze sticks to the karaoke room. Oki, come with me. Why? We have plenty of time left before lunch is over. They walked in together with an annoyed look on his face. What's with you wanting to sing karaoke all of a sudden? TCH, you're so gullible not to know what's going on. Hurriedly closing the curtain, she gently drops her robe, revealing a perfect natural landscape before her eyes. You're no longer the kind of guy who was oblivious that couldn't take chances when given the opportunity. Wait, why are you taking off your clothes? You don't want to? No, I'm just afraid you might be seen from the outside. If so, they can look for all I care. Her perfect beauty, with captivating eyes and alluring curves hidden beneath delicate expressions, freezes him in his tracks, his face flushing red. I will not let the money you spent on me go to waste. The giant snake twists and turns, gently and gracefully engulfing the spaceship, arousing an indescribable sense of excitement in the viewers. The entire room seems to explode with stimulation. Babe, you're so amazing today. He spoke in a difficult way without forgetting to leave a memory. She screams angrily. What the hell are you doing? I said no. Babe, it's because you're so pretty. I'll just look at it once and erase it, huh? After a few sweet words, she agreed to let him capture the moment. Little did she know, it will come back to haunt her later. Now lie down. The spaceship once again ventures into space, a majestic but mesmerizing sight, and in such important moments, he doesn't forget to capture those moments. By the way babe, the phone you lost, it was picked up by the team manager? It doesn't matter, because I deleted all the data remotely anyways. Ugh. I'm assuming she doesn't know the phone belongs to me? Back to the team manager, she was staring at her phone with a thoughtful expression. She thought for a moment and decided to call her daughter. Mother? Oh, hey Hyo-min. That private tutor of yours, didn't you mention he was well-versed in computers? Yeah, he's a computer engineering major, and he went to a hacking competition and won the top prize. Why do you ask? I see. Finally, our main character appeared with a bewildered look on his face. Mrs. Suk-young. Mister? Oh. I've been trying to tell you this, but I'm not some strange old man, haha. I'm sorry. Well. I have coffee here for Suk-young, here for Sok-young, I bought this one for you. What, this is all too? And Mrs. Suk-young, if you're having any problems, please let's talk about it. Besides, Mrs. Sok-young has helped me plenty because you shared some good advice with me. I see, thank you. Hee hee, well, that's enough of me. Let's have lunch together later on. Yes. The Mrs. Na-so-ri couple, after finishing the battle in the karaoke room, returned to the company. Let's go our separate ways from here, I'll go first. What, I'm late, too. Let's just go in together. Did you not hear what the team manager said the last time? She mentioned to us not to be so obvious. So can you wrap it up quickly? Ugh, fine, go on ahead first. Wait, where's my employee ID card? She had just finished speaking when suddenly an incident happened. Oh no, what do I? I'm so sorry. Are you some kind of an idiot? Never mind, just what the hell is a receptionist having coffee during working hours? Ho-Seung's hateful gaze promises a turning point that Mrs. Na-so-ri will have to face soon, hee. Despite Mrs. Na-so-ri's anger, the main character still stands still like a statue. His probing gaze and silence make everyone around curious, not knowing what he's thinking. Mrs. Na-so-ri asks irritably. Are you kidding me? She stammers. I'm so sorry. Is that all you have to say for yourself, you're sorry? What are you going to do about this, huh? That's enough, Mrs. Na-so-ri. Ho-Seung suddenly speaks up, surprising everyone. She stammers. Southeast, senior, but this woman, and this is why you didn't bother to watch your surroundings. Once again, are you trying to reverse the blame onto her? She starts getting scared by the main character's tone and expression, stumbling over her words as she replies. When have I ever did that? There's no need for fighting besides. We see each other often. Accidents occur especially when you're going to work, don't you agree? After speaking, they quickly left, leaving the main character and the neighbor behind. So anyways, that's it for us. Come quickly. Wait, but she's still. Are you okay, Mrs. Sok-young? Yeah, I'm okay. Pay no attention to it. That employee's personality can a bit excessive, so. And once in a while, if you're having any difficulties, be sure to tell me. Kug. As soon as he finishes speaking, he returns to his usual state. Well, I have to be heading up now. Mr. Pardon me? After work could you go somewhere with me? He's taken aback, never imagining she'd take the initiative to invite him. She is very angry about what happened. So annoying, I'm so pissed off. I mean, why did that mother-father Ho-Seung just happen to show up out of nowhere? And what's the deal of him just barging in like that? But I just don't get it, why do you hate Ho-Seung so much? How many times do I have to tell you? It's because I do want to see that parachute piece of C become more entitled to receiving this company's human resource training. Wait, doesn't that mean you rather take the position of the human resource training all for yourself? Honestly, there's nothing, the human resource training and the TO positions are filling up in large numbers within the company. By the way, are you really that much of an idiot? This again? I mean, what kind of an assistant manager are you, to get so intimidated by that senior staff? It's not like that. But, be it the senior staff or the assistant manager. I think I know the real reason why the team manager is involved with the general manager of the company. By the way, what the general manager said earlier just doesn't make any sense, don't you think? Which one? That Ho-Seung might be the one holding the team manager's weakness and using it as leverage. I'm not really sure. The sudden cancellation notice, encountering them at the hotel. And hearing out what Seo Young-suk had noticed between those two. Don't you get it? But I wonder what this leverage is that he has over her? Do you want to talk more about it with me? Let's go grab some drinks. Return to the company. Did you see what happened earlier, Senior Ho-Seung and Mrs. Na-so-ri? Yeah. It was really bloody. But that reception staff, I don't think there's an unusual relationship between her and Senior Ho-Seung. Really? Why, how so? It's because of the expression in Senior Ho-Seung's eyes, the way he gazes at her. Suddenly the team manager appears behind her. Then what do you think about the expression in my eyes? Team manager. What is all this nonsense you're talking about? Especially during work hours. I'm so sorry. Now, listen up everyone, there's going to be a dinner party tonight. And as always, it is not an obligation, so only those who have time on their hands can attend. Ah, I can't. Why? I'm supposed to see my boyfriend today. I'm sure he'd be annoyed if I told him we could not meet. But don't skip out on the dinner party, even though you know it's a free attendance. Hey Mr. Ho-Seung, are you coming to the dinner party too? It's pretty much like a dinner party for you. I would hope Mr. Ho-Seung will attend as well. It is an opportunity to change the image that you've been seeking for so much. His expression was pensive. Time moved to the company's dinner party. His face beamed as he spoke. Yes, I'm coming. Gone are the gloomy, taciturn, and pensive images of the past. Now, Ho-Seung is full of energy and positivity. He is always cheerful and optimistic. Mr. Ho-Seung, I mean, he's a better person than I thought. The mood has changed and it feels refreshing, don't you think? Hello, you're here already, at the front? Okay, I'm leaving now. Maybe it was something we weren't even aware about him. Yeah, I feel grateful. Yes, I be right over. Mrs. Sok-young. He finishes speaking, then whips out his phone and dials Mr. Sok-young's number. She's not answering her phone. It's all ruined. Suddenly familiar sounds appeared in a certain corner. Ugh. Don't. Turns out it's just a short-lived spat between the team leader's assistant and her boyfriend, hee. The battle in the alley continued. No one knew when he had started hiding against the wall, silently watching everything unfold. I don't like this place. You've earned this when you've already broke your promise to me. I'm sorry. But I didn't know that we were having a dinner party all of a sudden. You cancelled your promise to me because of this dinner party? I mean, are you kidding me? Do you know how hard it is to break away from preparing of my exams? I'm sorry. Ugh, I'm guessing you're not looking for anything because you work for a big company. Don't act too cocky, because when I pass my exam, it'll be nothing like your big company where I'm going. Ugh. I get it, so please. This is punishment for having to stress me out. The main character's eyes widen, capturing every moment of this couple, every expression, every heartbeat, everything clearer than ever. Here, come up here. Babe, it's messy there. It's okay. But, it's not like that. So, what did you say I go a little deeper? I'm afraid someone might show up. Don't be scared, just move your waist. Don't. This is so embarrassing. Someone's coming. As soon as she returns, the team manager catches sight of Ho-Seung huddled in a corner. A curious look appears on her face, and she walks over to him, asking him what's going on. What are you doing here, Mr. Ho-Seung? I suggest you get back inside and partake in more alcohol. I don't know why you ran off, but everyone seems to be enjoying themselves inside, like a bunch of idiots. By the way, I don't know why you try so hard to impress everyone just now. His serious expression suddenly melts away, replaced by a subtle smile and a suggestive gesture. Curious, she follows his hand pointing towards the alley and is stunned by the intense battle scene unfolding before them. Not stopping there, he approached her and spoke. Why is it when seeing someone else doing it over and over again? It gets you excited, don't you agree? Ugh. Ho-Seung continues to explore further, discovering the forbidden territories on her body, yet it doesn't prompt her to resist. On the contrary, her eyes sparkle with delight, as if she's savoring every moment of being caressed and pampered. Both couples have to act stealthily, and this brings them an unstoppable pleasure. It seems you're not feeling embarrassed anymore. Putting aside the stories of the couples for a moment, let's switch to another pair. Right now, at a sushi restaurant. Oh, it looks delicious. Is it really that good? Why do you have to act pessimistic at this dinner party? You've said you were going to talk and drink with Ho-Seung, but you rather stuff yourself like a dog. Well, Ho-Seung ain't here, so what would you have me do? Ha, that's enough. Let's not continue this. Isn't that Ho-Seung's bag? Yeah. What's with that bag? He should have bought a new one. Ho-Seung ain't around, right? Why, what are you planning on doing? What are you doing? Shut up and hold still. After speaking, she unhesitatingly takes Ho-Seung's bag and heads into the women's restroom. Let's see what we got here. A notebook? I wonder what she will do with this notebook. Let's move on to the unfolding of the battle in the alley involving the team manager's assistant. It's better doing it outside, don't you think? The motel fees are all fixed. Hug. Meanwhile, Ho-Seung and the team manager's duo are equally busy. You're getting awfully wet again, ma'am. Stop. You want me to stop, yet it feels your lower region doesn't want to, ma'am. Ugh. Wah, wait a minute, that's enough. Lost in the emotion, she forgets she's hiding to avoid detection. But inevitably, she's found out. Lost in the pleasure, she accidentally drops her phone, the ringing tone startling both of them. Seeing someone approaching, they quickly halt their alleyway encounter. The team manager, with an embarrassed look, apologizes and hastily walks away. My apologies. Wait right there. Aren't you forgetting this? Oh, thank you. Hold on. By the way, you didn't take any snapshots with this phone, did you? May I ask that you unlock your phone? Her face turns uncomfortable after he speaks, and then Ho-Seung appears. After wiping his glasses, the assistant realizes that the two standing there are her superiors. Team manager. And senior staff Ho-Seung, I was not aware. Huh? Manager? I'm sorry. It is our mistake for what happened outside, but I'll be troublesome for you if our actions were filmed. Because I am aiming to become a government official. You're the one aiming to be a government official? Yep. I am preparing for the government official exam. Oh. Their faces change color after hearing him speak. The team manager also doesn't forget to bring up past issues to rebuke the assistant. It's okay, Young-suk. Unlike you, I'm not going to spread needless gossip. Excuse me? It wasn't like that. Well, I guess it's easy for Young-suk to misunderstand my relationship. But I've been keeping this a secret for quite some time now. What? Then that would mean. That's right. Ho-Seung and I have actually been seeing each other. I'm sure Young-suk is well aware, you've seen plenty of people in the company, and you would spread plenty negative rumors about it. And what's more, the cancellation transfer the last time, caused some major commotions. I wasn't well aware and I may have possibly poked fun of the issue. It's fine, but I don't want anyone else to know about this except for you, Young-suk. No need to worry. Your love. No wait, I'll definitely keep this secret. Returning to Mrs. So-nari, her face pales as she looks at Ho-Seung's laptop screen. It seems she has discovered something extremely serious. Babe, give me the bag quickly, Ho-Seung is coming back. Despite her fear, she manages to regain her composure and leaves the laptop where it was, before Ho-Seung could notice. Mr. Ho-Seung? He speaks hastily. Oh, is this your bag, Mr. Ho-Seung? No wait. People walking by, and I was just happened to pass by, so, I figure I put it away, haha. He responds with an annoyed expression, immediately grabbing his backpack in surprise at the other's astonishment. Oh, I really enjoyed the meal. Have you ever tried the new snowflake ice cream at this cafe? Oh, that sounds really tasty there. Shall we go eat there next? That's all for today's official dinner party. However, if you wish to go for a second round, I've left the corporate credit card to Assistant Manager Ju Wong, so feel free to enjoy yourselves some more. Of course, they'll be very happy to hear that, but I still can't understand her expression in this situation. What is she thinking? You called for me, ma'am. Oh, such a nice car you have here. Yes, let's go. Just as I'm about to settle down and get cozy, there's a sudden knock on the door from outside. It turns out to be our main character. Now, just where is my girlfriend going? She furrows her brows a bit when she sees the main character. What's with that expression? I still can't figure out what she's thinking. Three people sit in silence in the Porsche. The driver looks embarrassed, contrasting with the relaxed demeanor and playful nature of the main character. The team leader's expression, on the other hand, is hard to read, hiding an emotion that's difficult to understand. It could be joy or it could be pain. Hee hee. I never expected you to keep Seo Young-sok's mouth shut like that. The team manager sure is incredible. Thanks to Seo Young-sok, I now have a girlfriend. And it's not bad at all. As he speaks, his fingers unconsciously probe into the dark corners with finesse. How does it feel? Shall we try doing it in the car this time? Stop that, you know there's someone else here. Driver, may you stop the car right here? What? Right here? The driver got out of the car, looking annoyed and muttering something. No, see, now what am I supposed to do to get out of this place? Now, will this suffice, in that case? Shall we enjoy ourselves? In the midst of his enjoyment, his phone suddenly rings, but it seems like he's unaware of it. The tense atmosphere envelopes the cramped Porsche after the driver is forced out of the car at a deserted stretch of road, accompanied by some unpleasant words. Now, there are only two people left in the spacious interior. What will happen next? Now, will this suffice? In that case, shall we enjoy ourselves? The phone rings insistently, but he's completely oblivious. Lost in his own world, he pays no attention to the sounds outside. If it were me, I'd probably do the same, getting lost in pursuing my own goals and forgetting everything around me. The old wolf closing in on the vulnerable young lamb in the cramped space. His hands, rough at first glance, move gently and gracefully, slipping into every dark corner of the prey. Isn't this a refreshing feeling? What? It seems to me that you're keeping your promise. The njith of that accident. As a matter of fact, I'd love to do it right now, but I just had a bit too much to drink. Can you keep this a secret? Think of this as a farewell gift. So when the team manager offered me a farewell gift, then, you've asked me why I wanted to make a good impression on the people, right? Well, it doesn't hurt to try to make yourself look good. Under his skillful fingers, it seems she can't keep her composure and lets out an unconscious whimper. It's not that hard. Lost in his reverie, he no longer cares about his surroundings. Now, come on up. It is good to see that you're enjoying yourself. It's not like that. What's not to like? You're obviously rocking your own hips like it is. Two giant snakes entwine in a passionate dance, oblivious to the spaceship diligently exploring the vastness of space. Despite the repetition in the cramped space, the sight is captivating, especially the team manager's alluring expression. Now you can't tell me that you didn't enjoy that either, right? But I'm not. I'm not doing this just for the fun of it when I'm with you. With Na-so-ri, I don't know how our relationship will become affected if we leave the matters alone. It will not happen again. Do you have something on mind? Well, I suggest you hurry up, because my patience is running out. The next morning comes in a flash. Na-so-ri enters the meeting room, her heart pounding. She looks at the team manager, and the horrific memories from Ho-Seung's laptop flood back, making her tremble. Everything is making sense. The team manager's weakness has been caught by Ho-Seung. And that can't be helped. But that evidence. It's much more fatal than I expected. Shall I destroy the both of you by exposing you to the company authorities? Or shall just call the police? No, it's too early to do that, because I don't have the video evidence on me. Phew. Joe Wong, that jerk. If he hadn't interfered, I wouldn't made a copy. How can I get that video? How can I approach Ho-Seung without acting suspicious? She's lost in her thoughts and plans until the team manager speaks up. And with Mr. Ho-Seung volunteering to teach the sexual violence prevention training, I request to have another female presenter, because I believe it'd be sensible rather than just having one man presenting alone. So, are there any volunteers? The team manager's words add more fuel to the idea brewing in her head. Without hesitation, she eagerly raises her hand to join in. Me. I will do it. Na So-ri's decisive gesture leaves Ho-Seung and the team manager surprised. They don't understand why she wants to participate, but the satisfied smile on Na So-ri's face reveals the mysterious plan brewing in her mind. After a moment of silence, the team manager speaks up. Alright, Na So-ri, you go with him. The story becomes a topic of discussion in the company after the meeting. Is it a joke or something? Those two running the sexual harassment awareness class? Well, they're both from the personnel department, so it kind of makes sense, but still it's pretty ironic. Can we call this a collaboration between offender and victim? What? Hee hee, that's funny. Do you know So-ri, she bought a new watch? Oh, yes, I did notice that. So-ri, she must have really wealthy parents. Just look at her bag, her clothes, her shoes. Everything is expensive. She can't afford it surely with a salary like ours. She was pretty ordinary at first when she started out here. I don't think she's a golden spooner, is she? The story continues. Let's catch up with the team manager. She just walked out of the phone store. Well, given this is a stolen phone, it's gonna be really risky for me to restore the data. Ah yeah, Mrs. Tomorrow? I don't think Hyo-min's tutoring is booked for tomorrow. I know that. By the way, I have something personal to ask you. Yep, got it. The call ends, accompanied by thoughts flooding through the teacher's expressions. We follow the footsteps of the neighbor in the company, each step heavy with contemplation. If you can't pay the money, at the end of this month you will need to take him elsewhere. Can we please delay payment for just a little bit longer? As the guardian, didn't you say you were working for a big company? Well actually, why don't you try getting medical support from your company? Who is in charge of the personnel department? Back there, with the shoulder-length hair. Thanks. Na So-ri is focused on her work when Sok-young walks in. Hello. Yes, what can I do for you? And what happened to my coffee? Back then, I'm really sorry about that. Alright, so how can I help you? Well, I need to apply for medical support. Aren't you a casual? Then you aren't eligible. Well, I did a bit of research and found that from this year, casuals can be eligible as well. Alright, I'll give you an application form, fill it in. Now go. Thank you, really. Thank you so much. As soon as he finishes his sentence, Ho-Seung appears with a slightly surprised look when he sees his colleague. Seeing this, he quickly approaches her to ask what's going on. Hey, Sok-young. I'm sorry I missed your call, I was at work drinks. It's alright, mister, I didn't know you were real busy at that time. Actually I saw you visited my department, now can I help you? What kind of help do you need? Her face falls with sadness enveloping her, as she recounts the story to Ho-Seung. I see, I didn't know that happened. Well, I'm alright now. I just need to cheer up. Oh, the medical support, it's going to help you out heaps. I'll make sure I keep an eye on the application process for you. Thanks mister, thanks so much. Na So-ri's thank you makes Ho-Seung blush. Curious about what happened, he walks over to Na So-ri's desk and picks up the crumpled piece of paper in the trash can. He opens it up and realizes it's Sok-young's paper. Putting this mystery aside, we turn to the teacher, who has arrived at the team manager's invitation. Is there anyone? Oh. Mrs. Ho-Min. The moment he opens the door, he is overwhelmed by the sight before him. The unusually captivating beauty and perfect curves mesmerize him, making him unable to resist. Mrs. I came. His eyes can't leave the beautiful face and those perfect curves. Suddenly, he has the urge to explore the mysterious places his hands gently reach for. Anyone can tell that curiosity always leads to an action that's easy to predict. The stream, once hidden in a soft purple mist, now emerges more clearly as the mist dissipates, leaving behind a sense of pleasure that everyone wants to experience. Teacher. Madam. Hi-K. Oh, teacher. When the allure creeps into the mind, nothing can stop us from exploring greater things. The strong urge in every youngster, an action that everyone knows will be carried out skillfully. However, it's all just a dream, leaving him puzzled with a skeptical expression. Team share? Madam. Oh madam, sorry. The door was slightly open so I let myself in. No, maybe I just forgot to shut it. By the way, what can I help you with today? Ho-Min said you are pretty good with tech. And so I'm wondering if maybe you could help me restore this? Well, yes. Well, yeah, I can do that, but can I ask you to do it right now? Facing an innocent guy is a tempting figure in a plea, making it really hard for him to say no. Back to the story, at the company, the main guy suddenly receives a cup of coffee from someone's hand. Well, I have some coffee and take a break. And, Sunbae, I'm really sorry. Even though I don't know you well, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. Ho-Seung responded to her words with a superficial look. Nah, it's alright, don't worry about it. It's in the past now. Thanks for saying that, I thought you're still going to be angry at me. Hee, it's okay, the coffee's really good, Miss So-ri. And please take good care of me at the lecture, even though I volunteered to do it to clear things between us. I'm still not confident about it. So please, can you help me out if I get stuck? I would really appreciate it. Yes, sure, no problem. Thanks. I can review the education PowerPoint slides. Well, it's not finished yet. Oh, how about we work together to finish it off? Well, okay. It's good for me. Great. Let's finish quickly, actually we can earn overtime. Great. Then see you later. Yep. As soon as she turns away, she mutters something under her breath. What a diehead, that was so easy. Ho-Seung's eyes exude contempt as he tosses the coffee cup she gave him into the trash can. On the other side, the teacher is still trying to unlock the iPhone. It seems the phone was disabled remotely. So you mean you can't do it? She's asking him while also putting some invisible pressure on him, along with a warm breath that makes it hard for him to resist. Oh. Yes, there is a way to do it. All done, madam. It was cloud synced, so maybe the data can be backed up again if you need it. Oh. I wonder. Then he looked at the phone and said in wonder. By the way, what's on this phone? What's this? This is not madam's phone, is it? As soon as he finished speaking, she snatched the phone back from his hand. Oh, madam. Why? Did you see something you shouldn't have? I thought you were restoring your own phone. Well, does it really matter? What? It's none of your business. On the other hand, it could be. I lost a lot of my lacy lingerie lately, from the dresser in my bedroom. Madam. The one who stole my lingerie must have known it belonged to someone else. If I'm charged for having someone else's phone, then surely the one who stole my lingerie should be punished as well, right? But, if the person kept silent, then that person will get a reward instead of punishment. The one who stole my lingerie must have known it belonged to someone. Who knows, if you keep your mouth shut. Instead of punishment, you can get a reward. Reward? What kind of reward? For example, something that is hidden in my panties. Which was lost last time. His face displays clear satisfaction, and just as he's reveling in it, suddenly the doorbell rings, and it's the daughter of the team manager. Teacher, why are you here? We don't have a lesson today. Oh, well, that is. His face shows that he's feeling puzzled. I asked him to come over here. To discuss your studies. Did you? But why are you guys talking about me without me being involved? Because it's about your future, this should really just be between adults. To make sure the best decision is made. I'm gonna take a nap. After speaking, she walks into the room, leaving behind a skeptical glance. Right now, in the company lobby, Sok-young is glued to his phone screen, avidly reading about high-paying job openings in the company lobby. Should I put the graph here? Yeah, I think it looks good. This fooer doesn't even take toilet breaks. The video is just there, I can get it if he just goes away briefly. PowerPoint nearly done, just need to tidy out the layouts and we're done. I'll send you an email with the finished PPT and script. Let's pack ice later, okay? Then can we call it a day because it's pretty late already. After saying that, she starts doing something. Are you okay? Can you get me some water? Yeah, I'll bring you some right away. He steps out just as she starts to act. This should do it. Done. Okay. Now I just need to copy this to USB. Copy. Oh. Copy not allowed? Lee Ho-Seung, you son of a bitch. Though he was a loser for not protecting his laptop files, but too soon to give up now. There's only one way to do this. As she finishes speaking, she quickly grabs her phone, intending to go back to the screen when she can't copy it. Suddenly, the door swings open, and Ho-Seung appears, startling her. She hurriedly puts away her phone. Ho-Seung approaches and asks, "What are you doing now?" I thought I could help you, so I was trying to copy the PPT to finish the layout at home. Well, you couldn't copy it because I installed a security program already. Well, I think the PPT is good enough, but if you insist, I can copy it for you. By the way, is your throat okay? Oh, your cough just stopped like that. The scene shifts to a brightly lit street, next to a bustling bar. Turns out, the high-paying job Sok-young was checking out earlier is actually working as a staff member in that very bar. Well, sweetie. I haven't seen you before. What's your name? Are you a newbie? Oh, Sok-young is my name. Oh, Sok-young, what are you doing just standing there? Come and pour me a shot. Yeah, okay. Sweetie, is this your first time? Why are you so nervous? May I check if this is frozen as well? Well, I think you're not supposed to do this, touching is not allowed. Nah, it's okay, it's okay. Well, if you allow me to do this you'll get a big tip, so I'm gonna teach you the ropes. Okay, well. After saying that, his hand reaches for her chest, and seeing that, she immediately pushes the chubby jerk away. What the foo, what are you doing? I told you don't touch me. OMO, boss. Sorry, boss. She is a newbie today, I just wanted to give you some fresh talent. I'll call a replacement for you right away. What the foo, I was just trying to teach her. I thought you were really desperate. Is it so hard to pour customers a drink? But you said, when we interviewed, there's not going to be any touching. Can't you be a bit more flexible? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, just tell me, you can quit anytime. No, I'm alright, I am desperate and need the work. Okay, then keep going. Just for today, I'll give you some easygoing customers. That was my fault for not realizing you're so young and naive. Let's go back in. Yep. Oh. Suddenly, on the way back, Ho-Seung pauses, staring in shock at the figure before him. Upon closer inspection, he can't help but be surprised to realize it's Sok-young. Miss Sok-young? After finishing the task, Sok-young chuckles awkwardly, trying to carry on with the unfinished work. The tired and contemplative look still lingers on his face, indicating exhaustion and reflection after the recent events. So I'll handle the tricky customers. You wait here for the easy-going customers. Yes. Before that, Ho-Seung caught a glimpse of Suk-young's silhouette at the bar. When she turned back, he curiously followed. Suk-young's eyes widened in surprise when he noticed Ho-Seung stepping in. Hello. Hey. What are you doing? Why are you going back into the same room again? Ah, Mr. Appa, you came here alone today? Ah yeah, by the way. No, it's okay. I'll be your company today. As she finishes speaking, his gaze fixates on her chest. Upon seeing the main character's appearance, she hurriedly tries to escape, but unfortunately, she returns to the same spot. Oh, you're back again? Did you change your mind? So I guess this means you are ready for me now. Back to the main character. He looks at the menu with worry in his eyes as he sees the expensive prices. Appa, you know there is combo promotion on at the moment. Ah, well actually I thought I saw a woman, can I call her to join? What? She was a fringe and was really pretty. Huh? What? Am I not pretty enough for you? Ah, no you're very pretty. Then why are you acting so cold toward me? Stop Fuanji around and let's have a drink. I can please you. Come on. No sooner had she said that than an unexpected incident occurred, forcing her to leave to deal with it. Appa, wait I'll come back quickly. Oh yeah okay. Phew. Wow, I can't afford this price, it's way too much. After the accident with my team manager I thought had changed. But when it comes to things related to Sok-young, I think I'm reverting back to my old self. Miss Sok-young. Ho-Seung just softly called out the name of his neighbor, and suddenly, a blood-curdling scream echoed from inside her house, causing him to startle. Yeah. You stupid BCH, how could you humiliate me a second time? Mister, hold on just a minute. Oh, mister, she's a newbie sorry, she's just really naive, I am really sorry and apologize on behalf of her and my bar. How can you treat customers like this? I'm furious. Yeah. I'm bloody damn angry and I won't accept this. Fu this see. Kaya. Mister. Stop. That jerk who's drunk is trying to drag her into the room when suddenly he gets hit by a kick out of nowhere. That is Ho-Seung's kick. Mister. See, here we go. Are you her pimp or something? Anyway it was you who kicked me, I'm calling the cops. Mister, what are we going to do? Don't worry. With a determined gaze, he tightly held her hand, and together, they moved forward. In the face of such strength and decisiveness, any hesitation within her melted away, making room for an intense, intoxicating emotion. Let's get out of here. Where do you think are you going? Stop. The drunk guy's voice echoed behind them, but they paid him no mind. Their silhouettes blended into the night, walking silently, each lost in their own thoughts. Suddenly, her voice broke the silence. Mister. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. She jerks her hand away, standing defiantly under the bright streetlights. We see the loneliness and longing etched in her eyes, amplified by the cold night air. Her thin dress offers little protection from the chill, but without a moment's hesitation, Ho-Seung takes off his own jacket and drapes it over her shoulders. Thank you. Mister. I really, desperately needed the money to pay for some expenses. Money is really all I need. I know. You don't need to say anything else. Unable to hold back her emotions, she bares her heart under the starry night. Tears streaming down her face, she leans on his shoulder and sobs. Witnessing this, he freezes, standing still like a statue. His hands unconsciously reach up and gently embrace Suk-young, holding her like a loved one. Suk-young's heavy breathing gradually subsided, leaving only choked sobs. Ho-Seung looked at her, his eyes filled with sadness. Warm tears streamed down her face, washing over his soul, and suddenly, he was wide awake. Memories of Na-so-ri flooded his mind, as vivid as if it were yesterday. The crumpled letter lay before him, a stark reminder of what he needed to do. Once again, in this familiar hotel room. A subtle battle between the mind and the heart was about to unfold, a clash of reason and passion, of love and fervor. Ah! By the way, honey, what were you and Ho-Seung doing today? Oh. Remember that I'm involved in that sexual harassment education thing, so we were working on a PowerPoint deck together for the presentation. And you needed to do that so late at night, did you? Why? You jealous? You think I'm gonna get fooled by Ho-Seung? Are you worried about being cuckolded? Oh, nah. I didn't mean that at all. But you're not much of hard worker, so why are you so enthusiastic all of a sudden? If you wait, you're gonna find out. To give you a hint, this is going to help me get a promotion in the personnel department. It didn't go as I had planned though, but now I know what to do, so it's not that bad. Oh, what is it? I'm going to tell you later. By the way, why did this thing get so hard all of a sudden? Do you really want me to foo someone else? I knew that my love, Jo-won, loved those kinds of perverted things, but what a shame. I mean, it's very unlikely for me to have sex with him. But actually when I flirted with him a little, I could see how aroused he became. He really did. Oh really? See, you're such a pervert. Your sausage got even harder when I mentioned him fooing me. Well, that is, maybe I'm fantasizing about it. How many fantasies do you have? Remember back when you said you wanted to take a video of us? It's not a bad thing to have fantasies. Well, since you just mentioned it, should we make a video tonight? Who can stop you but use my phone to take the video instead of yours? As soon as she said that, she took out her phone to capture the memorable moment. If you use an iPhone, you probably know what happens next. Hee hee. It feels so good, honey. I think, your sausage is even bigger right now. You made it like this, honey. Then I'd better tease you like this every night. Finally the fight ended. By the way, what is this watch? Did you buy a new one? Yes, pretty isn't it? I couldn't wait any longer for you to buy it, so I just bought it. What? You said you couldn't even pay off your credit card. You can't have. Not again. Are you crazy? You're gonna be in big trouble one day. I know, but you didn't buy it for me, so you can't talk. How could you be like this? Don't worry, I'm never going to get caught. His face also shows how worried he is about what she has done. The moments of the fight have been saved on iCloud. Oh. What? The video we just took was just synchronized. Well, it's nothing special. And then the most important moment gradually reveals itself. A truth that she never wants to reveal. Are you crazy? I know you couldn't buy it for me, so you can't talk. What? Is this? You're gonna get in trouble one day. I'm never going to be caught. What is it she did that was wrong, I wonder?